Hello everyone, and welcome back to Motherboard Studio. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And here we are once again, this time wearing a hoodie because it is getting pretty cold around here. So let's not waste any more time and get into the kits that we picked up for the month of October. As usual, we'll start with the smallest kit, that being an SD kit. And this is not your typical SD kit. This is in fact the SD version of the largest kit, that being Neo Xeon. Now this is a very special kit, and one that I am lucky to have gotten, and I've only seen it once, and that is this one right here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Neo Xeon HG kit is actually the biggest Gundam kit. And that one I have seen, and it is really expensive. So even for an SD kit, we can already see that this is a pretty big kit in itself. So let's go ahead and look at some of the side images. Now, something that's actually pretty cool about this kit is that it actually comes with the Sinanju as well. And here on this side, we can see that we can combine it with the Full Armor Unicorn and the Banshee. And also, I suppose that because of its size, it's able to have some pretty cool gimmicks. I can already see this being a really fun build. Now, let's go ahead and move on to an entry grade. And this one, I'm pretty sure you guys know which one it is. And that is the new Wing Gundam from Gundam Wing. Being an entry grade kit, it is a simple kit meant for beginners. However, this kit has a lot to offer. Comes in this bigger box than your usual entry grades, and that is because you do get a lot more here. You get the backpack, which is the wings, you get the rifle, and you get the shield. Something that you usually wouldn't get with other entry grades. Also, something that's really cool that I actually skipped out on my review was that you can attach the shield to the back to make bird mode along with the rifle. And that is something that I believed you couldn't do until somebody pointed it out. So you can totally do that without having to buy any optional parts, which I think is really good. Again, very cheap kit. Watch my review on it if you haven't. I do believe that entry grade kits are a really good start for people that are getting into Gundam. They're not really complicated. Technically, you don't need any tools. It doesn't take too long. It is cheap. And even if you're already a builder, they make really good kits to practice on, which is what I intend to do later on with some of my other entry grades, or even this one, because with a kit like this, I would be more willing to experiment, mess things up, and you can always just get another one. Our next HG kit is a little bit less special and a more common kit, but still it deserves its spot. And that is the Maganak Middle Eastern Nations mass-produced mobile suit from Gundam Wing. One thing that stood out when I saw this was the box art, which I think it is really cool. Especially here, you can see the sand rock in the background and a bunch of all these mass-produced mobile suits. Because it is the 30th anniversary of Gundam Wing, we have been seeing a lot of these kits around. Here are some of the side images. For your common mass-produced mobile suit, it does look pretty cool. Comes with a nice set of gimmicks, a shield, Heat Hawk Tomahawk, and a beam rifle. Also, what I think is really cool is that it comes with a number sticker sheet that you can use to assign different numbers to different kits. So you can build your own army and keep track of who's who. I do think it looks pretty cool, and it actually would be nice to have a couple more and be able to recreate a scene like this. Next up is going to be a twin one, and that's because these kits are from the same series, and not just that, they are very identical to each other. First up is Julieta's Mobile Region-Lies, or Region-Lies, and the Gray Standard type / Commander type. And now you know why I'm showing both of them at the same time. For the Gray Standard type, we do see that it is holding a beam rifle and an axe. And the Julieta's mobile suit has two rifles. Color scheme wise, they're both green, one being lighter than the other. Both of them do look really cool though. Let's go ahead and take a look at the size of Julieta's. Here on this side, we can see it with additional weapons that come in the option set 5, which I may or may not have. Now let's take a look at the side of the Gray Standard type. Also a lot of cool weapons here. And as the box says, you can either choose your Standard type or Commander type. Also what's really cool is that you can take some of the pieces out and combine them with your Barbados. Again, two really cool Iron-Blooded Orphan kits that we were able to pick up. When will these ones get built? I don't know. But it is still nice to have them. Our next HG kit is another common kit, but it is a classic. One that I do already own. So this won't take too long. And that is the Saku 2. Now, why would I pick this up if I already have one of them? Well, that is so I can have 2 of them. And because I really do love Sakus. I do have this exact one, and I do have the older version. Here are some of the side images. This one has some pretty good mobility, comes with a nice set of weapons. You do get the Heat Hog, bazooka, and the machine gun. And also you can pick whether you want a commander type or not. Very cool artwork on this side. Definitely a cool kit, and I do like the action scene right here in the background. Now our next HG kit is from Premium Bandai, and that is Sayla's light type gun cannon. So what you're seeing here is basically a G-Course gun cannon, of course with a different color scheme, and it comes with the ball hammer that comes with the red Gundam. It is a nice alternate kit, but you really don't get much. So if you can't get a hold of this one, you're really not missing much. Now, that's not to say that this is a bad kit. I do think that once built, it'll look pretty nice. Besides that, there's really not much else to say here. If you're interested in the light type gun cannon, you can check out my review on this kit. Next up, let's look at our last Premium Bandai HG kit, one that I am really looking forward to. Now this next kit is one that I missed out on the first shipment, but I was able to get on the second one. And that is the Gundam series from the new Gundam 8 manga. We saw the reveal of this kit a couple months ago, and it just looked really cool. Unfortunately, it is a Premium Bandai kit, so it is not easy to get. What really stands out about this kit are the feather extensions on the back. In a way, it reminds me of the scales that Godzilla has on its back. Also, the overall artwork is just really nice. And we can see a bit of that here on this side. And here are the side images. Here we can see where this kit really shines. As we see here the light armor state, compared to when you have all the armor pieces attached, on how much cooler this looks. Also, something that I really like about this front and back image is how the light hits the feather units, and it almost seems like they have lights inside of them. Now this is the only kit that I know from the manga, as I haven't picked it up yet, so I really don't know what other Gundam kits are in it. As I mentioned before, this is a really cool kit that I am really excited I was able to get my hands on. So for sure, this is going to have to be a review sooner than later, as I am really looking forward to getting this build. Now that we've gone through the HG kits, let's move on to the real grades. This time, we were able to pick up a couple more. The newest real grade Wing Gundam Zero. Now from what I've seen, this is a really good looking kit. And as we can see here from the side images, this kit comes with a lot of detail and a lot of nice gimmicks. And here we can see that just by swapping out some parts, we can turn into the Neo Bird mode. And on the other side, we can see some definitely cool action poses. I really like this one, how it's holding the Buster Rifle and how the wings look in the back. Again, another really cool looking kit and another one that doesn't disappoint. Next RG kit is one of those early ones from a couple years back, and it is one that we are missing. And that is the Gundam GP01FB full burner. So this is the lucky number 13 in the series. Now what I like about this kit is actually the thick legs and the thick shoulders. Obviously the color scheme as well. Here we have some side images. And here's more from the other side. Here we have a really nice close-up of the inner frame. It is very nicely detailed, and this one comes with a little pilot figure. Definitely one of the most aesthetically pleasing real grade kits I've seen. Now for our last grade kit, it is another really cool looking one. One that is not as old as the last one we saw, but also not as new. And that is the Build Strike Gundam full package. Now this one visually doesn't disappoint. Build wise, I'm not sure. With real grades, it can be a hit or miss. So this is kit number 23. Another thing that makes this kit special is that if you've been following along for the last couple of months, then you'll know that I've been on this journey in collecting every single base RG. And this one is the last one. With this kit, I have all current 43 RG kits. And maybe I'll do a video on that, just on the RG kits. So I think that'll be cool. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see. Here are some of the side images. Some very cool poses on this side. Something that I've always liked about the Strike Gundam is the backpack unit. I think it looks really nice. Definitely a worthy pickup, and what I assume is also going to be a really fun build. Now, does this mean that I will stop buying real grades? Definitely not. There are still some more that I want to get. Some of those Premium Bandai ones. As for the base ones, there are some that I do want to get duplicates of. Not all of them. But once I start building them, then we'll see. Moving on to the master grades, this time I have something really special, as all of the master grades I'm going to show are from Premium Bandai, and all of them come from the same Gundam universe. Last month I showed one of them, so this time I have 3 additional ones. So let's go ahead and get started with the first one. We have the Gundam Sandrock EW Armadillo unit. Now, all these kits do have a standard version, and what makes the Premium Bandai version different is that they do come with additional gimmicks or additional parts. And here the Sandrock, as the name suggests, the Armadillo unit comes with some additional body armor. Detail-wise, I do think they are the same. For our next Master Grade kit, again, it is another Premium Bandai kit from the Wing Gundam series, and that is none other than the Gundam Epion EW Sturm and Drang unit. And just by the artwork, you can already tell that this is a very cool, detailed looking kit. Again, with this kit, you do get more than you would from the standard version, and I believe that on this one, it is this coil things, the armor pieces here. Now, when it comes to the Epion, I don't have a standard Master Grade version. The only other version that I do have is the real grade version, so not even an HG version. However, if I do see it, I would pick it up, but this is one of the versions that you definitely need to have. And for our last Premium Bandai Master Grade Wing Gundam kit, it is one that I actually been on the hunt for a little while, and that is the Talkies Flugel EW. Unlike the other ones, I know that this one for sure is different than the standard version. Not only because this one comes with these giant wings, but I know that the head piece is a little different as well. And also because of the wings is what makes this kit look really, really special. This one for sure is really going to be a fun build. And also it's going to look really good alongside a Master Grade Wing Gundam. Also, this version comes with the giant spear. These 3 kits are definitely the highlight for the month of October, and not something that was planned, as I got these kits on different dates. So it was really nice to see it all come together. Not sure how many more are out there, but for sure, once we come across them, we'll definitely pick them up. Now, as usual, we leave our non-Gundam kits for last, and this time we picked up 2 of them. First off, we got this G-1 Godzilla kit from Plawfig. Now, I didn't even knew about this kit until I actually saw it in stores, which is kind of weird that I missed this one. Here are some of the side images. Besides this movie being really, really good and having won many awards, what I really liked about it was the design of Godzilla, especially the spikes right here. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend it. In my opinion, it totally beats out all of the other Godzilla movies, and it is a really good homage to the original one. And so I am really looking forward to the sequel. Now for our last kit, it is pretty funny, as it was a totally random pick, and the only reason I got it was because I really liked the artwork and I thought it was kind of funny. And that is this cool yokai character, USA Peon. I don't even know if it has a different name outside of Japan, but I really like its facial expression. And speaking of facial expressions, it actually comes with a bunch of other ones, as we see here. Here we have some more images on this side. Again, I don't know anything about yokai, as I never watched the show, but I do know of it. So it was kind of nice getting this kit. And again, just because of the funny expression right here. Now, this reminded me of another character named Ryan, and their faces do look very similar. This one for sure will be another fun build. Thank you for joining me in the October kit haul. I've accepted that the backlog is endless at this point. I am buying less, slowly, but still growing. We picked up some great kits this month, especially the Gundam Wing ones. I really can't wait for the day that those get built. Until then, we'll end things here. So have a good day, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.